Here we go.
We get our. I just like that maybe your character Trym Ragu, maybe like he's a species of like some sort of species that like only moves in freeze frame jumps. Like
They just occasionally get stuck, like, you know.
They're not connected to linear time.
Still
Yeah, it's totally normal for them.
We actually worked really hard on this. It was like really hard to get down.
Yeah, this is not. This is not like
You're turning it on and off, like.
This is intentional. Okay, this is like exactly what we.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wait, am I still doing it?
Ports open.
Fire up the marshals, hail Major Tom, and go across the universe because it's time for Big Time Space!
Space, a comedy sci-fi actual play stream presented by the All Ports Open Network. On the show, we follow BTS, the galaxy's biggest ego in pop and rock music, on tour and the exploits of his stage and ship crew aboard the starship Anything Ghosts as they clean up Big Time Space's messes, pay off his debts, and try to keep him alive. This is a collaborative, well, anyway, I hope it is, a collaborative show. We want to involve the chat in this show, so stay tuned for opportunities to get involved as you watch this live. If you are watching this show later on YouTube or something, you can watch every episode live Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, I think. I got Reilly there keeping me honest about that PT, that Pacific Time. Is it 6 p.m. Pacific Time, Reilly?
Yeah, 6 p.m.
Boom, boom. Got it. At twitch.tv/allportsopen. So last time on Big Time Space, we held a character creation session, our sort of session 0, created 3 characters using the OSR game Troika, and tonight we will see our 3 crewmates, Geode, Greg G-Spot Comets, and Trym Raduz.
Goo, what we decided.
No.
I just wanted to be Trym.
I'm not even going to bother correcting it.
I really wanted to be Trym Ragu so bad.
No, the new running joke is just you pronouncing it different every time.
Yeah, everybody pronounces it different.
Yeah.
Also, Connor, just
it's actually written in lore that in the future, in the alphabet, there's like a new accent mark on letters, and it just means a letter can be pronounced any possible way.
Thank you for, by the way, there in the chat there, Runaway Sorcery, for telling me that was relatively quiet. I hope this is a little bit better, but please let me know if it's not. By the way, Connor, you're doing that thing again there, friend. That thing where you like are.
I'm gonna be right back.
Like the
It was working.
It was working. That's fine. It's all good. We're all shuffle around.
Here we go.
We get our. I just like that maybe your character Trym Ragu, maybe like he's a species of like some sort of species that like only moves in freeze frame jumps. Like they
just occasionally get stuck, like, you know.
They're not connected to linear time.
Yeah, it's totally normal for them.
We actually worked really hard on this. It was like really hard to get down.
Yeah, this is not like
you're turning it on and off, like.
This is intentional, okay? This is like exactly what we.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wait, am I still doing it?
Let's go with
Yeah.
let's go with
Now you're not.
Okay,
if
'cause
I
I-
can see you blinking, you're good.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. That's a good point.
Just blink constantly, and we'll let you know if it stops.
Yep. Okay, let's meet our cast and crew here. I'm Ben. I'm your GM, a co-founder of the All Ports Open Network, and I should figure out a different order of doing this every session, but I didn't. So I'm gonna say, Ashton, introduce yourself, please.
Jin, hi, Power Bottoms. I have IBS, and that's okay. I mean, today it was okay. Other days it's not. I am playing G-Spot, or, just Greg Comets, your cool, fun dad who's just, here to love his kids and, maybe just, have a fun adventure.
Okay.
Is that what I do?
Yeah, that was great.
Did I do it?
So good. You
Love
did it, and I'm giving you extra 50 points.
Yes!
By the way, points meaningless, but 50 nonetheless.
Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway?
That's right. Let's see. I'll do Reilly next. Diagonal.
All right. Hello, my name is Reilly Qyote. I am with Afterthought.games. You can go there to find the next book that we're working on and help us bring it to life. We are 30% of the way to our goal, so hopefully it gets closer.
Yeah, so
That's all I got.
you're funding right now for Zine Quest, right? I mean,
Yes,
I called it
for-
Zine Quest, but I meant Zine Month. Sorry, my brain.
Yeah, it's
Different thing.
zine month, it's all the
Zine
same. I mean, we're doing it on our own this time. We're not doing it with Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So if you go to afterthought.games, everything's already paid for. So there's no risk. There's no worries about is this going to happen or not. Everyone's taken care of. So that goal is just to help us recoup expenses.
Nice. That's really exciting.
Mhm.
Sweet.
Thanks.
And then last but not least, our resident cat.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Connor. I'm here.
And I'm glad. I'm glad. How are you, Connor? What's going on?
Am I glad?
Well, I'm currently outsourcing to my Instagram to try to get someone to deliver me a pizza.
This is everything. Connor, you are
Because-
everything to me.
Well, here's the thing. According to Apple Maps, there's a Papa John's 300 feet away from me.
Wow.
That Papa John's has been permanently closed for a year.
Okay.
The nearest Papa John's is about 80 blocks down in the East Village, or about 50 blocks up in the Upper West Side. This is the only night I can have Papa John's because my person comes back to town on Sunday.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
Saturday, my bad. And
Yeah.
I also have plans every night except for this
Right.
one. So I'm over here like, how do I get fucking Papa John's in my body?
Okay, can you walk me through the part where then this leads to Instagram?
Well, when Uber Eats fails and Papa John's delivery website fails, I have friends who live in this city,
Okay.
The crew
and many of them
provides.
need $30 desperately. So for
you tried-
$30, they can bring me pizza.
Have you tried Grinder? I bet
So,
someone on
like,
Grindr would do
actually,
it.
That's probably how you found out that Papa John's was 300 feet away. 'Cause I think Apple Maps does it in feet.
It said Papa John.
Actually, his name is Daddy Jack, and
I hate this.
no, because see, the issue is Grinder is based on your current location because I don't pay for the upgrade that lets you jump around,
Right.
and I live in New York, so
Oh yeah, so
It-
you
it
can't
shows
even
you-
search for it. It's like
Yeah,
a
so
needle
the
in a
thing is-
haystack.
exactly, it shows you about 30 profiles at any given moment, and it's the 30 closest profiles. All 30 of them are within 900 feet of me.
Terrifying.
At all times.
So, literally though, because I also live in Hell's Kitchen, the gayest of neighborhoods. Well, not the gayest, but pretty dang gay.
I used to live in Chelsea. So I used to live at like 21st and 9th Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty.
Pretty. I mean, it's New York. The entire city is a little.
Okay. Well, if you're anywhere near Hell's Kitchen and you're watching this and you want to help Connor get some pizza, I guess just find him on Insta. And then I was gonna say what's your Instagram username, but actually maybe you don't want to. Maybe you don't want to blast that out.
My Instagram,
Okay.
con.casteel, CON.CASTEEL. It's also my name on Snapchat, Twitter. Well, one of my Twitters anyway. Yeah, that's all my social media.
All right. Well, that was good. This is a good, really great.
This is so good.
Introduction to our show, so like I said last time we did character creation, and I gave a little sneak peek as to like what we might be able to expect from the beginning of this episode. But before that, we do that again. I just want to say one more time that I do want to involve people in the chat into the show. So if you're interested in like contributing at different points, like just sort of like queue up in mind, maybe not in the chat yet, but in mind, like ideas for other people, names of people that might also be on this ship, because we determined we have Geode, Greg, and Trym, but we also determined there are like way more people on the ship that are like stage crew, roadies, ship.
Oh yeah.
Deck hands. You don't call them deck hands on the
It
spaceship.
takes a village.
It takes a village. So, someone in the chat said, Chris's super cool account says, damn it, now I want pizza now. Well, like, I don't know, outsource it to Instagram and, like, get yourself some pizza.
I know, right?
Come on.
That's the move.
I'm
now.
literally messaging my friends who live in the East Village. I'm like, you're poor. Want to make $30?
All right.
They are.
So think of
Die for you.
think of names. Think of like we'll just sort of play the stuff by ear. But if you're at any point in the chat, you want to like throw ideas out there. It's like a delay between our jokes on screen when we're saying them and what you type in the chat. So like I want to try to incorporate chat suggestions as much as possible. Okay.
I do not look at the chat.
That's fine. No, I'll worry about that for you, bud. It's all good.
Connor's cool for the chat.
Yeah, he is. It's all good. He's not.
He doesn't
too
look
cool
at
for-
us either. Because he doesn't know. Because he doesn't
I
know
don't.
he's stuttering, so he doesn't have anything.
Yeah, I'm also like, if I ever am like in the frame and I'm like half out of it or anything, yeah, I'm not watching the stream. I'm sorry.
We know you're DMing people on Instagram because you just told us. Who knows what other apps you're on, and that's fine, Connor. That's why we love you. We love you for who you are, and that's who you are. Our cat, our kitty cat.
Oh, something more replying. Give me a second.
I'm glad our stream can support your. Hey, chat, we are going to play. I promise. You should stick around. All right, so let's see. I think that I wanted to start off this week by like giving everybody just sort of like a little vignette of what you think your character might be doing, like on the ship. You are all on ship right now. You're on the Anything Ghosts, and well, I figure we'll kind of like play around with figuring out what the ship looks like, what the spaces in it look like. But let's start with like some little vignettes of what you imagine your different characters are doing. I know what I was going to say. To frame where you all are currently in limbo. You're in the waiting room, which is in interspace. It is sort of like this horrible, flat, boring, empty nothingness. That is the like in between space that ships go to in order to wait to be able to travel somewhere else in the galaxy. If you missed our world building episode, this is sort of like
It's traffic, even though you don't have to travel distance.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's normally a lottery system for who's next to be transported. Time really doesn't pass there, so
Did we say that?
we did.
That's so fucked
we
up.
did. I know. So you just kind of never know how long you're going to be waiting in the waiting room.
It's like initiative in Troika.
It's it's like Initiative in Troika.
You
but
could
with
go
Mars.
through a whole round and be like, I didn't even go. Now there's all these other people here. What the fuck?
It's a stack system in the waiting
Yeah.
room, and so you just never know if you get to go or not. Yep, precisely. So that's where the ship is right now. And as the scroll sort of explained, you're all coming out of like there's a lot of tension, I imagine, on the ship. Like you're kind of coming out of like a little bit of a rough experience there on New Mars, and things are not...
Was it Bruno Mars?
Bruno Mars? Yeah. Well, once they have to change the name from New Mars because like they'll just start saying Bruno Mars. It's like the rebranding again.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good name for rebranding the planet. I like that. I wonder if you spell it BRU. Maybe it's
Definitely.
BRUNU. Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Capital
very
B, capital
spacey.
N. Yeah, very, very spacey.
It was Bruno Mars, but a spaceship took out the top of the U, so it looks like the top of the O, so it looks like a U.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, after what happened at the Music Awards, I keep thinking it's a more complicated name. It's like the most generic name possible, and
It's
I keep
just the Music Awards.
my
Yeah.
mind keeps reaching for like what it must be, and there's nothing there because it's just Music Awards, and then I'm like, what was it? So yeah, after the Music Awards stuff, it's been a little bit of a rough patch. So you all are in the waiting room. You're ready to get back on tour. You're not sure like what to expect, and that's kind of like where things are at with the ship. So I imagine that like none of you have seen the big man BTS, themselves. None of you have seen them for a while, like since you took off, basically. God knows what they're doing somewhere on the lower decks of the ship. Probably in some sort of drug-induced, drunken state to forget about the mobs and all the bad press and the backlash and everything. So yeah, anyway, that's all just to frame your vignettes of like what you imagine your characters are doing. I'm gonna say maybe let's hear what our favorite roadie Geode is doing. Well, give us a little vignette of what Jody's doing on the ship.
I think Jody is trying to set up the practice space. So whenever they're in the waiting room, because we don't know how long we're going to be in there, you kind of have to take advantage of the time. So getting cables threaded to microphones and lots of boring, repetitive tasks like that, and messing quite a few of them up, but blaming it on like the cables and trying to defer a lot of the work to like the new roadies and stuff like that, and teaching anybody who would listen just horrible things about like how to get legal drugs. And he's like messing with the lighting system, and he can't find anything that's going to be working correctly. And yeah, that's kind of where we see him.
Awesome. How does one get your background lights to change color like that, by the way? Give us the Jody inside scoop on rotating.
Yeah, so Jody uses like an app on one of his
Nice.
on one of his like robot hands.
Love it.
And it connects to everything, so he can control the sound, he can control the lighting, he can make sure that the in-ear monitor mixing is good for everybody. But the thing is that he never listens to what they want, so they're always like, "Oh, I need more kick drum," and he's just like, "Yeah." He does what he wants. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to listen to you. He's like, I know better than they do.
Not inspired at all by real experiences you've had with real roadies.
Not inspired at all by years of touring. No.
Awesome. All right. Let's. How about we get a little vignette of what our Ragu Boy is up to. What's Trym? Give us a Trym vignette, please.
Okay. So Trym is currently in, just one of those rooms that like is basically a green room. Like there's a snack bar on the table and like a couple chairs around, and he's just pacing and pacing and pacing, and he has his holographic screen that he does all his work on, and he just keeps like pressing the refresh and refresh button over and over, because in Limbo, since time doesn't pass, he's disconnected from like getting live updates from any social media. So he logically knows, oh, there's no point in pressing refresh because there's like literally no content to come in. But it's driving him crazy.
So he's basically like, we had an alert there, but I missed. It was too fast. I didn't get to see what it was. So basically, he's like refreshing a Twitter timeline that's just like, but he has no internet. Like nothing is refreshing.
It's exactly that.
Oh my gosh, it sounds.
And then like
horrible.
on like another part of the holographic display is like the like 10 emails that came in right before they entered Limbo. And he's typing out the responses to those, like he's like refreshing with one hand, typing with the other, but he can't send the emails.
So he's just
he just like keeps like editing the same 5 email responses he has.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, it sounds like hell. Honestly, anxiously editing forever emails that you can't send yet, and then your anxiety making you keep re-editing. It sounds terrible. This is like you're describing.
Sounds like real life.
My hell. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah, there's just like 10 cans of like energy drinks just on the ground.
Is anyone else there with you?
I think it's people have tried to come in, and then they just see he's like literally pacing a circle through the metal groove of the ship, and they're kind of like they'll come in.
Go ahead.
Come in. They'll like grab a banana from the snack table and like dart out.
Yeah,
I was going to ask if it was one of those things where they come in and they'll like sit down and they don't realize what you're doing. So they're like in the middle of a conversation and just talking at you. And at some point realize you've not heard a single word. And it's like awkward as they leave.
I think it's more he's just doing it in a circle in the middle of the room. So it's more like 2 people would come in, have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, just like literal anxiety attack right there.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, if anyone in the chat wants to give us a ship or crew member that would come into the room and what they might, for what purpose, you can feel free to do that. And if we get a good one, we'll throw it into the mix here. But while we're waiting for that, let's get a good. This is where I'm really. This is all for me, so I can find out what's going on with good old Greg.
Yeah, I want to hear about the chair.
Our favorite dad, exactly. Thank you, Riley. You're on the same page as I am.
Yeah. Greg is asleep and snoring, and you can hear the snores from 2 rooms away.
Does it sound kind of like an air conditioner going? Is that what it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, he'll snore so aggressively that he almost wakes himself up, and he stops for a minute and then falls back asleep. And he's like, he has a very specific position where it's like arms crossed, like head down in the chair. He doesn't even realize that they are waiting in limbo. He's unaware. He's just out in his good chair.
Did you say he is in the chair? He's in the chair. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Oh, he's in the chair. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I love that he has sleep apnea, obviously, which is like a very treatable thing now, like in our world.
Yeah.
And yet he doesn't have any kind of technology to help.
People tell him that he snores, and he does not believe them.
What else is around him, like in his personal bubble here in the chair? Like what other items are like?
Does he have like a TV dinner tray and stuff?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, and then on that TV dinner tray there is like one bottle, like half drunk bottle of beer. He's got like a TV remote that does not look like very clean. Like it looks like he's been using the same one for quite a few
Does
years.
it have all the buttons except for like volume, channel, and on/off taped
Yeah.
off?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He's got his really good spatula that he uses when he's grilling burgers. And he's basically wearing like a bathrobe. Like he has pajamas on underneath, but the bathrobe just makes him feel comfortable.
Which son got him that bathrobe?
Oh,
What?
That's a great question.
Which son got him that bathrobe?
Staven.
Gotcha.
Can you just
Yeah.
remind us your son's names, please?
Yeah, Staven is my golden youngest child who's at Marsvard or Marvard.
Marvard.
Yeah. And then Colin is my middle boy, but he's the coolest. His name is Shades.
Mhm.
And then Vernon is my oldest boy, and he is Slim V.
The drummer, right?
Yeah, no, yes. Slim V is the
Yeah.
drummer, and Shades is a percussionist, and he's
Bassist.
really good at it. Wait, no, you're right.
The
Sorry.
bassist, yeah.
Yeah, my brain. Yes, you're correct. Yes, that was a real senior moment. It's fine.
You always mix them up when you're talking to him.
Oh my god. Wait, are they twins? I don't think we determined that they were twins.
No.
No. It doesn't matter that they're twins
But,
or not. You just...
Me and my brother are 12 years apart, and my mom always mixes our names up.
Yep.
Awesome. So the suggestion, by the way, in the chat from One Ranger was the insurance salesman from Groundhog's Day interrupts Trym in the room Trym is in, and Trym's emails. I don't remember what pronouns Trym uses.
We'll just do he, him for Trym.
Okay. I don't know what that looks like with the insurance.
I never watched Groundhog
I like
Day.
the way that rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
He, him for Trym.
That's on all of his social media pages.
So I was thinking. I gotta be honest. I know it's Groundhog's Day today. I've seen the movie Groundhog's Day before. It's been way too long.
Is it
for me.
Groundhog's Day today?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
In fact,
I know nothing.
I swear to
about
God, if that little rodent sees Shadow,
He did.
he actually died. So I don't.
Good.
Know, he did.
Well, like hundreds and hundreds of years ago. What are you talking about,
No.
Ben?
I understand that there. It's not like I think there's been one Punxsutawney Phil.
You're
since-
like, oh my God, did you know the groundhog died recently?
actually, fun fact about groundhogs, and I actually need to post this as my fun fact of the day on my socials. In addition to the national groundhog, there used to be like a specific New York groundhog. Several years ago, a certain mayor, I will not name who, you can all take a guess, he was doing the groundhogging, and he dropped the groundhog, which then 2 days later died of just
trauma.
Just
Blunt force
ground-
trauma.
the official report 2 days later is, oh yes, whatever the name's groundhog died of just like groundhog illnesses. just old age groundhog, being an old groundhog.
pancreatitis.
I go groundhog illness.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm glad it's not my
But
job
yes,
to write
the
that
mayor-
press release.
The mayor murdered the groundhog.
So no, I was not under the impression that like there's been one groundhog for the last however long history of them doing that in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, and it finally kicked the bucket. But the one who is currently designated Punxsutawney Phil died, and then they had an issue with like the other like ones in prep to be the next future groundhog were like not old enough to do the thing, but they did somehow manage to get
You weren't old enough to cast a shadow. 'Cause they're so small.
I mean, like you would think this isn't news, but you can read about this in the New York Times.
You can read about lots of
Lots of shit in the New York Times. All right. Anyway, so let's just go back to the bridge of the ship, which is basically
Take
where
it to the bridge.
Yeah, it's basically where our America's favorite dad, good old G Spot, hangs out on the chair, like currently sleeping. We said right,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is out.
and he is woken up by like an alarm sound, like the light on the ship, like on the bridge, changes. You know, it goes to like flashing yellow instead of just being like a regular solid, whatever color it is. We can figure out some of those details here as we go. Normally it's mauve, a very nice mauve color,
Ooh.
and it switches to like flashing yellow, and it's just like a beeping sound. Not like a. We're not talking full on red alert here. We're talking about like just like a moderate, and so he's woken up by that, and you hear the voice of the captain of our spaceship Anything Ghosts, Walter Peanuts, from kind of amidst the you don't see a corporeal form, you just hear a voice, and it sounds kind of sad, which is pretty typical for Captain Peanuts, and you just hear his voice say, if anyone is there around, there's an incoming transmission from some other ship. The ship hasn't wanted to speak with me. No one in particular nice there to speak with me, but an incoming transmission nonetheless. So you're just woken up by this.
I'm awake. I've been awake. I was watching that. What's happening?
I could barely hear the sound of the alarm over your snoring, actually, and yet
That's real funny because I don't snore,
and
man.
yet the transmission is incoming. Would you like to receive it on our forward screen?
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
I would talk to them, but there's no one speaking to me from that ship, unfortunately. One day.
Did you
One day.
Did you hang up and call them back? Because I think that's what that works. That's what my sons told me to do. If someone doesn't talk to you, then you just
Yes.
hang up and then you call back.
Like if someone doesn't seem interested in me, if another ship doesn't want to communicate, talk to me, I can hang up. But
Right.
I didn't call them in the first place. So how would that work?
Well, I don't. That's just what Colin tells me to do.
He tells you
When
to
I
hang
call him.
up, and then calls. He tells you to when you call him to hang
Well,
up.
he doesn't. He doesn't like me to leave him voicemails because he says that it clogs up his box.
Oh.
And like, yeah, which is fine. Like I get it. You know, he's a hip young boy, and this old man is trying to learn the new lingo and all the new stuff. So
I am trying to clog up someone's inbox, but I haven't been able to meet the right ship, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean,
I
but
love
that's
him.
okay.
Perhaps we should accept the transmission.
Okay.
Oh, they appear to have hung up.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, that's good. I've been feeling pretty tired. I wasn't sleeping, but like maybe I might just like close my eyes and see what.
Oh, they're back. They're calling again.
Okay.
Would you like me to?
Let's do
would
it.
you like me to answer?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. On the view screen then.
Hello?
Okay. I just
Hello?
I just realized that only the audience can see the fact that now I'm a fish. Because I forgot that it doesn't change it for you guys. All right, you hear a voice that says, "Hello, galactic filth. This is superior life form." You're just shouting. This is superior life form, Captain Billy Rivers of the starship Buzzbait. I represent the Tiddler Consortium. In accordance with the Interstellar Space Accords of 20XD6 and Waiting Room Interspace Ordinance 155-863-480-122-389496-12, we are charged with combing through ships passing via this jump gate to their destination like so much milt on the bed of a scummy pond. Prepare for scanning and the usual questioning. And then the screen goes blank again. Oh, I gotta get rid of the fish.
Hey, Comets. Okay. I mean, I'll be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. But
Wait, do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
The view screen goes back on. Hello, Galactic Filth.
My name's Greg Comets. I don't know if you know my
Silence.
sons. They're really talented.
This is Superior Life Form, Captain Billy Rivers of the Starship Buzzbait.
Greg Comets. I don't know if you know my sons. Hello?
It is
Hello?
hard to communicate when you are shouting into the communication device.
I just want to make sure that you can hear me.
Yes, we
Can you hear me?
can read you very clearly on our much superior ship with our superior communication technology.
Don't test me, Sonny.
I represent the Tiddler Consortium in accordance with the Interstellar Space Accords of 20
Hold on, I have to write this one down. Hold on.
Waiting.
Hello?
I'll wait.
Hold on. Go back. Hold on.
Okay,
I have to get a pen and paper.
Okay.
Uh,
Yes. Find your archaic writing tools.
all right. I think they're back in the other room. Can you give me a second?
Yes.
Okay, Greg leaves the room.
What does getting out of the chair look like?
Yeah, what does getting out of the chair look like, please?
There's a noise, and it's very much like, it's like two hands, it's like, ooh! And then he walks away, like make sure his robe is all tied. He's in the other room for a good, like, minute and a half. And then he wanders back in with a pen. And then I'm sorry, I forgot the paper. I'm so sorry, it's been a long day. Alright, and then he goes back in for another minute and then comes out with just like an old receipt. And then he like sits back down and he has reading glasses now and he's like, alright, let's do it. What were you saying?
Yes, as I was saying, I represent the Tiddler Consortium in accordance with the Interstellar Space Accords of 20XD6.
Oh, you're talking too fast. How do you spell Rivers?
I apologize, as it is hard for my species to communicate with lesser species such as yours.
Yeah. That's okay, that's okay.
Go very slowly.
Thank you.
Rivers is spelled... Really? Do you
Why?
seriously need me to
Sometimes
spell
names are, spelled differently than
R
what we think. Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
V
V?
V
Like Slim V? You know, my son's name is Slim.
Yeah, V as in Vox Machina.
V
O?
No, E is next after the V.
VOE?
No. Why don't you just skip the name
Okay.
of the starship Buzzbait? You don't need to write down the
Buzzbait.
name of the ship, though. Just keep
Okay.
going.
So I got a fish who is sheriff,
I am
and
no
he is on a ship?
I am no simple fish, fool.
Right. No, I understand.
I represent the Tiddler Consortium.
Can you spell tiddler for me?
T
T
I
I
D
D?
D 2 D's.
Is it not T?
No, it's T
Double D.
I think it's
T-
gonna be T.
I double D L-E-R. I am not spelling the word consortium for you. You can figure it out.
All right, I'll
Use
abbreviate.
shorthand. Yes.
Yeah.
In accordance with the Interstellar Space Accords of 20XD6 and Waiting Room Interspace Ordinance 155863.
Do I need this number?
480. Yes, you will need this number. Perhaps you should
Oh,
begin
no.
writing.
Okay. Okay.
155
5 5
86
1 5 8
No, it's 1 5
1
5
5
8
8
6 3 4. You know, we will
6.
send you the number to your computer. We will
All
just send
right,
you the
you
number.
know, I think I got it though. I got it. Don't
Okay,
worry
you
about
got
it.
it. Yes, don't
what
forget-
did you?
Do not
What was your
forget
message?
The 12. Anyway, we are charged with combing through ships passing via this jump gate to their destination. As I said previously, like so much milt on the bed of a scummy pond. So prepare for scanning and then usual questioning. You may wish
Scanning.
to assemble your crew on the bridge of the ship.
Oh, it's not my crew. I just
Rivers
work here.
And then he goes away. He's gone. Oh, but hold on.
All right.
He's
well,
faster
I think,
disappearing than I am. Than he is on the screen.
Yeah. All right. I think that. I don't think that was important. I'm just gonna close my eyes again.
Okay. All right. He goes back to sleep. And so like I think that when let's see, how do I want to do this? When Greg goes back to sleep, and there's like sounds on the bridge of like the computers of the ship responding to the fact that like it's being currently scanned. There is no one else like on the bridge of the ship at this point in time, mostly because like the captain is a space ghost who and doesn't need to be there, but also because like you could be waiting for so long in the waiting room that like
everybody pretty much immediately just fucks off.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm just gonna say we'll jump to Geode and say like Geode is like doing his thing and I'm
like flicking a cigarette out and then immediately turning to somebody else and being like, "Hey, you got a cigarette?" Like,
nice.
They're like, "Don't you have some?" And I'm like, "I just ran out."
You hear the Walter Peanuts, Captain Peanuts voice, sort of in the room with you suddenly. Is it dangerous to smoke on my ship?
What do you mean? We have a ventilation system.
Oh yes. Okay. Well done. Well done. You may wish to go to the bridge of the ship. There is an incoming communication that seems like it might be important. I don't know because the ship didn't want to speak specifically with me, or at least not in a way that I was excited about. Perhaps you may want to go assist. I believe that his name is G-Spot on the bridge with this incoming communication, and anyone else you wish to take with you. I believe they were going to question the crew or some such thing.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Another one snuffed you, eh?
Oh,
You'll get him next time.
Yes. Who knows how many ships we'll run into here in the waiting room. I was told that if I call and hang up and call back, that's a tactic for meeting a nice ghost. Is that a tactic?
They say something about like the stars. The stars. You can call them back with the stars, like the stars 69.
Stars 69. Is that some sort of oh damn it! What's the name of our fake Facebook? I forget.
Facebook.
I forget that. So. Stars 69. Is that some sort of like Facebook account username or something? I
don't know nothing about that. I just know about my gear. But
Stars 69.
All right, I'll move up to the bridge.
I'm trying to remember Stars 69. Oh yes, the bridge. Yes. Okay. Have fun. He disappeared. He's gone again.
He makes the noise. We like it better when you make the noise.
Fine.
You really like that? He's like, okay.
Yeah, he does it by request. So if sometimes he forgets, we'll just like, ooh, and that's how you know.
That's his way of hanging up. Yeah.
Sometimes he does it when he enters a room, like for example, wherever Trym is. Suddenly you hear a ooh. It's Walter Peanuts.
Yeah, Trym just what?
Like
still typing while like not even looking.
Are you? Well, there's really nothing to see. It's just my disembodied voice. Are you doing all right? You seem very stressed out.
No, I'm disconnected from the algorithm.
Well, perhaps you should just take a chill pill, they say. I've heard.
I don't need to chill. I need
Like I've heard
connection.
Jody has a lot of chill pills.
There's many such pills on the ship that you could partake in if you would like to relax.
I'm perfectly relaxed. And he's like chugging another Red Bull. Not a red space energy drink.
There are no laws against such pills here in the waiting room.
I don't need pills. And his
They're
like
called a red
his like
dwarf.
his like eyes are like vibrating.
Well, I brought a message. What was it? Oh yes, that's right. There is a incoming transmission, and many of the ship's crew and employees of Mr. Space are gathering on the bridge. You may wish to go for questioning. I'm going to depart now.
Depart, are we about to get back into real space?
Oh, I doubt it. Yes, I doubt very much that. Although I believe that if you go to the bridge, there is some relationship between answering the questions and leaving this space. If you're wishing to leave, you may wish to go. You may help hurry things along if you were to go to the bridge.
He's already
And
out of the room.
he's
Like
still
by the
talking.
time like answering questions is finished, he's out of the room because it's like answering questions. I can do that.
He's still like mid sentence, and like no one's, and then realizes no one's there anymore, and then you just hear a, ooh, and then he's gone. The chat suggested that it's Space Bowl that you're drinking, which I think is good. Space Bowl gives you boosters. Oh, thrusters. I like that their tagline is Space Bowl gives you thrusters. I like that tagline.
Yeah, it was a translation error from Earth to space.
Yep, it works for them, so they keep it. No one can forget it. There's like a really catchy jingle about it. All right, cool. So, on the bridge, Greg is asleep in his chair when others like kind of gather there. And there's like definitely yellow lights going off, and this might be a good moment to say like, what do you all imagine the bridge of the ship looks like? Like, give us and the chat can throw us some bridge details too. I would love to throw in some chat details. But how about everybody give us a detail of the bridge, and we can kind of build it together.
I think it has like stadium seating, so that everyone can be there at once.
So good.
You know,
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
like an auditorium just all the way up the wall.
Yeah.
Just massive.
Much bigger than I expected it to be, but yeah, I love that. And like,
Yeah,
just at the
yeah.
bottom
It's got
of
the
this-
lighted strips, like down a movie theater aisles. You know,
That's good.
little.
Where in relation to the ship to the stadium seating is the chair?
I feel like it has to be right in front of like the screen, like obnoxiously
For
close.
sure. The stadium seating is far away from like any actual business that happens. That's for like the crew to sit in while the real work happens up front, and you have just placed your chair right up front. No one's gonna move it.
Yeah, it was the best place for it.
I like to think that there's one wall in there that's like, you know, like the old timey like switchboards that like phone calls that dudes where it was like pull a plug, put it into another, and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think there's one of those, and that's how the ghost ship like controls all transmissions and everything.
There's a cork board, and it just has like just basic announcements information, and then there's one in the corner that's just like, are you interested in one of my sons? I want grandchildren. And it like you can like pull one of the one of the things.
One of the tabs.
Yeah.
How many are pulled?
It says hit up G spot.
Yeah, in the front of the room. He's the one in the chair.
Yeah, there's no phone number. It's just
Has anyone hit G spot?
I don't think I can morally answer this. How many tabs have been pulled, Ben?
Yeah.
I have to know.
Do you want to test your luck?
Test your
Yes,
luck,
absolutely, I do.
First roll.
This is a good first roll.
It really is. All right. So, what is your current luck number?
That is luck is 11.
All right. So, I believe in order to test your luck, you're going to roll equal to or less than your current luck score. So, go ahead and roll 2d6. You want to get equal to or less your current luck
Yeah, you want to get 11 or less.
Yeah.
Right. Because I know
Should be
what
easy.
yes in there.
You have to reduce your luck score by 1, though, regardless of whether it's successful or not. Just so you know.
Oh, okay. Hold on. That's 9. Yes.
So
yeah.
what, like luck minus the score? Or something like that?
Yeah. What do I? What,
No. So you rolled. What did you get? You got 9.
I got 9.
9 under 11.
Yeah.
Okay. We need. Well, this is what I want from the chat, and we'll circle back to this result. We'll leave it as a little mini cliffhanger here. I would like another member of the ship's crew or like stage crew or whatever for someone to preempt me in the chat. Give me like a name and small description, and then we'll incorporate that person into the scene. All right. And still crew. Still chat. If you have any like bridge details you want me to throw in, we'll throw those into. All right. So all the lights are going off. You all have kind of arrived there. Greg is asleep in the chair. We will get back to the luck roll. What does everybody want to do who's not asleep, I guess? Or even, I guess, if you want Greg to do something, you can wake up. It's up to you.
I will go to my assigned chair in the stadium seating, even though most people don't really sit there. When I sit down, I check under the seat, and there's like a little shelf that has been screwed on under there, and there's a pack of cigarettes, and I pull out the last cigarette and toss the pack.
Nice.
Light it. And I'm just kind of waiting for like someone to answer the call.
Yeah.
I'm not usually the one that has to do this sort of thing.
Sure.
So.
Well, Trym kind of busts in with like a whole bunch of energy. Really,
Yeah.
those thrusters are ramped all the way
Trym
up.
is manager level. I'm like,
Yeah.
grunt level.
Yeah. What's Trym do when he busts into the amphitheater?
Trym is like expecting their like phasing in and out of existence. I see. That's canon now. He just is not related to linear time.
Right. And it is a side effect of it gets more intense because of drinking the space bowl.
The space bowl. Oh yeah.
So he's just kind of
It's actually-
blinking in the room like Yeah.
Yeah, he's like going straight to like
It's like
where one
refreshing.
would literally as he's like refreshing on the tablets, like following him from his little staff. He's going straight to like where you're like supposed to stand for the viewfinder, because he's like, there's someone with questions. I answer questions. That's what I do.
All right.
So he's like, he's expecting it to be like a media person or something with questions about like.
Yeah. So you go to the switchboard, you're like moving stuff around, and like, you suddenly appearing on the view screen is once again the Captain Billy Rivers is back. And he does look like that, by the way. I just want to make sure it's clear. I was going to do this before Ashton, but like, I don't think he has been paying enough attention to have realized it. But Greg absolutely is familiar with this race, this species. And like, if you think whenever he's awake, maybe he'll like remember, but I can tell you what he knows about the species. But yeah, this appears on the view screen, and it looks like it does for you all watching at home, and as it appears in the screen, I think addressing Trym, now seeing like a new person, says, "Oh, a new piece of galactic filth. I see. Yes, perhaps you are in charge and prepared to answer questions. This is a superior life form. My name is Captain Billy Rivers. of the starship Buzzbait. I represent the Tiddler Consortium in accordance with the Interstellar Space Accords of 20XD6 and Waiting Room Interspace Ordinance 15586348389499612. We are charged with combing through ships passing via this jump gate to their destination, like so much milt on the bed of a scummy pond. Prepare for scanning. Oh, we already scanned your ship. Prepare for the usual questioning. Are you prepared to be questioned?
Yes. Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you, Captain. Please question us so we can get out of here as fast as possible.
Yes, we shall begin the questioning now. Where did my questions go?
Greg is still.
We are ready to
snoring in the
receive
chair.
questions whenever you are ready, Captain.
Yes, what is your name?
I am Trym. I am the social media manager of BTS. It is
Yes.
a pleasure to meet you. Once again, superior life form.
What is the value of your cargo that you carry?
Well, quite frankly, we're not a cargo vessel.
What is the value of the cargo that you carry?
We are a transportation vessel. The closest thing we have to cargo is, in fact, our superstar himself, BTS. You should really download his streams if you can. And to put value on art like that, one truly cannot say.
You must put value on big time space in order to proceed. A specific numerical value down to the 10th of a space buck, as is accepted by...
Trym just says BTS's net worth then.
Okay. I'm going to assume you have that. Here, maybe there's a role for this. Maybe there's a role to see if you can recall that information so immediately. Do you have any advanced skills or skills that might give you that knowledge?
Let's find out. Give me a second.
Yeah. Yep.
As I pull up on my own tablet. And I pull up on my phone because it was not on my tablet.
It's all on the phone. It's all on the phone. The
Exactly.
the pizza, the grinder, the
Hey,
we got okay.
we got multiple. The character who's the fact that my character is typing on multiple devices once, that's not far from life.
Yeah, I'm getting the.
Okay, so my advanced skills, I do have awareness.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Go for it. What's your awareness score?
2.
So doesn't he have
Plus your regular skill.
Okay, thank you. I was like, wait a
Yeah.
second. Plus your regular skill number.
That's +6.
Okay.
So 8 total?
So am I
Yeah, so
understanding
you have
that
to
the
roll
way
under 8.
yeah, he would roll 2d6, right? Throw down
Mhm.
2d6, and you want to roll under the number 8.
You want to get 8 or less. Yeah.
And if I can find where my dice app is, there it is. 2d6 roll. I rolled a 3.
Okay. All right, so you spout off exactly what Big Time Space's net worth is in space bucks. Sort of point out that the entire, most of the crew of this ship is present for this, and so that's. All right. Well, he continues with his questions. Let's see. What does he say next? If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
I would wish to be as superior of a life form as you are. I would wish to be out of here. I would wish that limbo would allow us to connect to the space net.
What would you rather throw away, love or money?
Love.
What's
Literally zero hesitation.
What's the most beautiful place you've ever seen?
inside of a bank vault.
No way, I was thinking the exact same thing.
What is your fondest memory of high school?
I have none.
What is your favorite TV show? Space TV show. Intergalactic TV show.
The Young and the Spaceless.
As this is going on, did our chat ever give us a random person so I can get back to? No.
Nope.
All right, we need a rando for this because someone's gonna come up and wake Greg up.
Well, you got to make one up, Ben.
I know. While this is happening, so I should have had my own list of random names.
Why don't
prepped.
you open up the Troika book and pick a random page and go, oh, this person shows up.
It's Michael Caine on a roller coaster.
Michael Caine on a roller coaster.
I can't do that impression really well. Maybe you should give me some. Why don't you go ahead and give us some Michael Caine on a roller coaster while I'm figuring out who this is that's coming up.
I'm Michael Caine. I'm on a roller coaster. I love roller coasters. I do this for Master Wayne.
That's new.
You go on the roller coaster.
Wait, so it's not just Michael Caine. He's
Michael
actually-
Caine and Master
no,
Wayne is
character.
my favorite comedy duo.
He's a method actor. So
Yeah.
he's currently filming Batman. So he wanted to go to an amusement park, but he had to go, as Alfred. So he's trying to okay, why would Alfred go on a roller coaster, because Michael Caine loves roller coasters, we've established that, but Alfred, I don't know if he's too keen on it.
That's
but
motivation.
exactly, so Alfred could like roller coasters, but I think that mainly it was Bruce told him that he needed to get on the roller coaster in order to get a better view of the crime that could be happening down in the carnival. So so that's why Michael Caine is on the roller coaster.
Cool. Well, I really appreciate you stalling for me. So we did get a name in the chat, and the name is
cool.
The name is Betty White, and it is Betty White that comes and wakes up Greg. Betty White, in this case, being of course far distant future, very far away in space. This Betty White is actually a fellow of the Sublime Society of Beefsteaks. This Betty White is a really huge himbo, a really just huge himbo named Betty White, in a flower dress, and wakes up Greg and is just hey, are you Greg in the chair? Are you Greg in the chair? This Greg? The guy down in the chair.
My name is Greg Comets. My friends call me G-Spot, but you can call me whatever, either one. I don't know if we're friends yet. How are you doing? It's wonderful weather.
Yeah, I guess the weather's great. And you just hear Greg hears in the background the just continual question and answering it's happening with the fish. It's just you continuing to go on in the background. And you see that Betty White has the slip of paper torn off from the sheet on the wall, and is are you the one I go to talk to about this?
Yeah.
This,
Are you interested in dating my beautiful boys? One of my sons?
Both of them at the same time.
Is it one or both? Is the deal one or both? Because I'm kind of I can
I
handle
cannot-
a lot of boys. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's good for you. I'm not as young as I once was, so I don't think I could. Boys are. It's just a lot of work.
Tell me about how much work the boys are, please. I'm really interested.
I don't want to. So my sons are beautiful and talented and wonderful, and I love them very much, and I want them to continue on the Comets' legacy, so I can have some grandchildren to spoil.
How important
maybe
are grandchildren in the equation here that we're talking about?
I would like grandchildren. I would accept dogs, big dogs that drool a lot, and also would sleep at my feet under the chair.
Oh, I might be able to sleep at your feet under the chair if that's the kind of thing that we're all into together as a group.
No, because they're my sons. They're my beautiful boys. So I wouldn't be a part of this. I mean, like I was in a relationship. I have a wife, and then we're taking some time off.
Oh, sorry.
We're
to hear
not
that.
separated. No,
Oh,
it's fine.
Like legally, you're not
It's-
separated, but just like taking. some
No,
time
yeah,
apart.
oh yeah. Well, because I decided I was like, you know what? I think it's time that I like go and really, really explore the world and spend some time with my boys. I'm an empty nester. I have to. I couldn't handle it. I had to go out and see them, but also like live my own life. I've never really gone on
yeah.
a trip. Yeah, I'm a maritime lawyer, so
Wow.
If
it's
you're not
like.
careful, she's gonna fall in love with you.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, I wonder if maritime law
Yeah.
might help in this particular situation that we find ourselves
Well,
in.
a lot of people don't know this, but maritime law can help in every situation. There's a lot of skills that I can use.
There is some big
Oh,
talking fish
speaking of the fish, I have a note. I don't know who. Here's a note for the fish on the. Someone came in and told me these things, and then I wrote it down, and I made sure to get it all right.
Oh yeah,
So
basically the whole crew is like gathered here in the space and.
Oh, I did it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't think you did it, but that's fine.
No, I did it. I did it.
Doesn't really matter
was
to me
here.
who did it.
I was here first.
Well,
Wasn't
okay,
I?
that's fine. I don't care about that. Anyway, how do I where are these beautiful boys we keep talking about? They here somewhere.
My beautiful son.
Wait, are they not
No.
technically her boss?
Wait, which person
Anyone on this ship?
is Greg's boss?
No, aren't the boys
Yeah.
technically the bosses,
Oh, Betty White.
being the band of everyone on the ship?
I just think that I don't think Betty White.
Or is it only Big Time Space
I
is
don't
the
think
boss?
she's figured out. I don't think Betty White has figured out. That's a great question. We can kind of parse that out. Maybe it's unclear to everybody on the ship. There's no clear
Like
chain
who
of
works for
command.
who,
Yeah.
what their job is.
I mean,
The
everybody.
captain doesn't
yeah,
actually exist. He is the ship.
right.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think maybe probably people have signed specific contracts that they work for specific people. I'm not
Oh, it's
sure-
because of Mama Spacebucks. She's behind all that weird bureaucracy.
So I don't know
sure.
who Betty White directly works for, but this is what I'll say about that, which is that I don't think she's figured out who the sons are yet in this conversation to know
Right.
who these big beautiful boys are that
But they are enticing. Big beautiful boys are enticing.
every time you say big beautiful boys I get a little bit more excited. Can you just maybe tell me who and he's looking around, she's looking around and she's
Yeah.
oh, can you tell me who it is that we're talking about?
Who are these?
Well,
Who are
I
these
have,
beautiful boys?
yeah, I have 3 wonderful sons. My youngest, Stephen, isn't here right now. He's off at Marsburg. I'm very, very proud of him. He's getting a really good scholarship right now.
Okay, not
He's
here,
so
not
sm-
here, so let's keep going. Yep, next.
Right. And so then my middle son, his name is Colin Comets. You might know him as Shades. He does play the bass. He's incredibly talented.
Yeah. Mhm, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a little shy. I don't think he likes to. He doesn't like me to say that, but I know he has some feelings deep inside that are just waiting to burst out like a butterfly.
I would love
and
to help him burst out like a butterfly. It sounds so.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that day when he'll just be able to, really express himself. And then my oldest is Vernon, Slim V. He's a percussionist. You definitely have heard of him. He is the most talented percussionist.
Oh,
on
I
the
know
planet.
every member of the
I might
band.
be
Yeah.
biased. I might be biased, but I think that he's extremely talented. I don't know if you've ever heard him play the triangle, but it's truly a life-changing experience.
How slim would you say his V is? That's a really important question for me.
Well, it depends on your handwriting and how you write it,
Okay.
for sure.
Not sure if I understand that, but that's all right. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, hold on. Let me bring the fish back up because I want to just ask a couple more important
What
questions.
is going on in here? This is
Oh, the fish is back. That means that I'm asking Connor some questions again real quick.
Oh, right. Okay. Hello. I'm Greg Comets. I know that you probably remember me. I was here before. I've been told that you need a maritime lawyer. I have my card, so it's somewhere on me. I have a card. It's in. If I just hold it up, will you be able to read it? You could write it down.
What is this sort of life form saying to us? I do not understand.
Greg Comets.
We've established that the chair is right in front of the screen, which means that the conversation you two are having was right next to the conversation that the fish was having.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Yep. So, Trym, you're being interrupted by this. Just.
Our apologies, Captain. This is our...
You can say dad.
Mr. Comets,
Dad.
Mr. Comets is occasionally a third-party contracted legal advice.
Yep. I'm really good at it. Here's my card. You can probably see it. I'm currently retired, but I always love to get back into the pants.
I love the idea that when you say you can see it, even though this is not at all how it would work, like this view screen zooms in, so it's like a bigger shot of its eye, even though it's not.
But it's upside down.
View screens work. And what does it say on your card, please? That's really important.
Greg G-Spot Comets, maritime lawyer, father, husband, friend.
Gamer.
and then no address. It just says I'm in the chair.
I love that.
Perhaps we will ask you some questions now. Then.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm ready. I'm ready when you are.
For your maritime law experience.
Yeah.
Would you rather hear the music of Johann Sebastian Bach played by a barbershop quartet or a heavy metal band?
Well, that's a hard one. I would have to say, which one are my boys playing in?
I only want to hear my boys.
Yeah, I'm
my
very
big, beautiful boys.
Do you know my boys? If we're talking about music, my boys are musicians. Well, two of my boys are. My other boy is an academic, but they're all very smart and beautiful. My son, maybe Colin Comets. He's the bassist. Maybe he's named Shades, so he's pretty good. I don't know if he'd ever be interested in a barbershop quartet or maybe like a metal thing. I know that maybe Slim V, my oldest, I think that he would really enjoy doing some barbershop quartet. I think he would do really good at just keeping the beat. He's a percussionist. He's a very talented
going
percussionist.
On about this, while you're just talking, the screen just goes blank. It just goes back.
Why does it keep happening?
And the fish is just gone.
They have some technical difficulties they definitely need to work out. All right.
Yeah, just
where
gone.
are my boys?
They're probably back there. I don't know. You can say what you think they might be doing, but they're here somewhere.
I like to think everyone in the band has private quarters and they don't deal with the shit that we have to do.
That's probably true. You're right. Probably no band members show up for this. Obviously, BTS is not here. Nowhere to be found for sure. Does anyone want to react at all when the screen goes black or do anything?
Trym
Cody
just
doesn't notice.
start just is frozen and their eyes twitching because this was their chance to get out of limbo.
Yeah. What is Jody doing since Jody doesn't notice? I'm just curious.
I'm sitting next to the new guy who's hanging on to every word because he's way too young to be here in the first place and just has latched on, and I need somebody to talk to all the time. And I've got the cigarette burnt all the way down to my fingers. I haven't been smoking it at all. And I'm in the middle of telling him how to cook quinoa. I'm just and the pot gets really hot, so you have to make sure that you have a paper towel because I'm just in the middle of a conversation like that.
Can you tell me again how much liquid I put in for like ratio liquid to like the grain? Is it like equal parts? Is it more liquid? Because I feel like I burn it all the time.
You just use a finger. You put down your finger, and if it's halfway up, you're good to go. You keep it on low.
I feel like it's not precise enough for me to get it right.
It's not gonna be precise.
I don't understand. I don't understand cooking. I don't get it. I'm never gonna succeed.
Yeah, that's all right, kid. And I pat him on the back, and I use my bond over shared hardship
Yes.
skill
Yes.
and fail.
Did you roll and fail?
Yeah, I rolled and failed.
Oh,
My skill is
man.
as low as it can be.
Oh, so you fail. So I'm gonna say that you patted. You said you'll be all right, kid. Is that what you said?
Yeah. I'm trying to bond.
He stands up and he just like shouts at the top of his lungs, "No, I'll never succeed. I'm a failure!" And he just storms out of the amphitheater.
I get really down on that, you know? Just kind of hang my head.
Sad. There's another like alarm going off. This is a different notification on the bridge. Like we had a yellow alert before. What's a different color this could be? Give me a color.
Purple.
Is it worse or better?
It's purple.
Not now, for later. The chat says.
I saw that. Yeah. There's a purple alert going off in which if anyone someone said brown. We'll switch to brown because the chat gave us brown. There's a brown alert going off. God, it sounds terrible.
Of course it is.
Sounds terrible. Unfortunately, none of you know what the brown alarm means. Like you don't like
I've
nobody's
never seen a brown light before.
Yeah. No one's ever seen a brown light before. This is new.
Greg has moved to the window and is just like looking out the window with like hands on his hips, and he's just like, "What a country!"
Trym is like pulling up the ship's manual on one of his view screens.
Okay. Cool. Do you have a skill that might be able to roll to see if you can figure out how to read those manuals in such a way as to know how to respond to this brown alarm?
Okay, so
The
I've
brown
got
alarm,
aware.
wait, for the record, the brown alarm is not a plumbing problem because that was suggested.
Well, we
by the
don't know
chat.
for sure.
You don't know yet. I'm just saying.
It could be
It
for
could-
Greg. You don't know.
I have awareness, evaluate, or maybe second sight.
Evaluate would be great.
Evaluate.
Yeah, could me evaluate, please.
Okay, so that is
Make
also
sure when
a
you
2.
use your skills to put a tick mark next to it too, so you can level them up.
Oh, okay. I have evaluate at 2, so I have to roll below an 8, and I rolled another 3.
Cool.
I hate that.
So what Trym realizes is this is like a notification that there is actively a smaller vessel, like like a what do they call them on not that I want to get sued, but what do they call them on Star Trek? Like the small, because I'm spacing. Spacing.
Shuttle?
You say you're not a nerd. Yeah, like a shuttle. Thank you. Like a small shuttle type ship. Is like currently trying to dock with the Anything Ghosts.
Hot.
Like
I
somebody.
bet he loves that.
Yeah. It makes me think that there's just like after the brown alarm is going off, and then you all just hear like a, oh.
Yeah, exactly. Because we've never seen this alarm before.
Yeah. Something new is happening. That's what
Man.
But Trym knows what it is, and it probably
Yeah.
it makes him even more uncomfortable since when Captain Peanut says that.
Yeah. It appears we have a smaller vessel trying to dock.
Who would want to
Well-
come here while we're in the waiting room?
I'll start with the barbecue. Every time.
So fucking funny.
Yeah, let who would want to come on the ship right now? That's a great question. So this vessel docks, and
Mama Space Bucks. There you are.
so it's not exactly Mama Spacebucks, but it's very close, because like a whole group of people that none of you have ever seen suddenly like barges. Not so it's funny because you probably would not barge right into the amphitheater, into the bridge, but for the sake of like. They have to
The hallway's right there.
They're always right there. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I like the idea that they dock, they come on, and no one's around, and they have to like search. The
They're
ship,
searching and searching, and then boom.
and then they finally
Wait. Boom.
exactly. And like, I actually didn't do physical descriptions for these two. I did names, but I'm gonna tell you their
You have to
names,
make it up.
introduce them, and then I want to know what your first I want to know what you picture when you hear these names, because I think that's better.
Okay.
I think that's better. So these people walk in, and they are an interstellar reality TV show crew. So they have like space cameras and space microphones and like all kind. They're lugging huge boxes, like crates of technology on the ship, like, and they're just like getting to work. They're setting stuff up, like they know exactly what they're doing, and so they're just like going about their business. And one of them in particular is like kind of barking orders, and he's got like another person next to him, and they're like obviously the ones in charge, and they're just like, yeah, set up a camera here, set up a camera here, you know, like that kind of thing, like just barking orders. Does anybody want to
Just anything ghost or what? I think it's like a Penn and Teller situation where the one that barks orders is the only one of the two that talks.
Yes, I like that. I'm curious. I'm going to give you a description of them and a name so you guys can give me a physical response. But I want to know if anybody wants to actually like do anything to the fact that these people are setting up in here, or if anyone cares that this is happening very randomly.
You want cheese on your burger?
I definitely will just watch. You know, it's a curious thing, but I don't think.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Trym is who the people like shouting orders and looking like they're in charge.
Yeah.
Oh, Trym is right there, ready to schmooze. Hi, hello, how are you? I'm Trym Raduz. I'm the social media manager for BTS. I don't remember getting any communications about a show being set up. Hi, nice to meet you, though.
Yeah, real great to meet you. Real quick question though, is that and he points at Greg and just says like, are you food prep? Are you like catering? Is that what you are? You catering? Because I want
Cook. I'm just out here grilling.
double cheese.
Uh-huh.
No
You got
tomato.
it.
I'm allergic to tomato.
Yep.
No tomato anywhere near.
Oh, absolutely.
Does the shirt you're wearing right now say "Out Here Grillin'"?
No, my apron does that I had just like it's hanging on the back of my chair and I just pull it.
I don't know.
Ready at all times.
I don't know if I can say this name actually. I'm gonna try to, but it might be too ridiculous for me to say. But he turns back to Trym and he says, name's Jalopy Jacks.
Yes.
Come on,
Yes, it
Ben.
is.
You're a professional.
I know I can't. Jalopy Jacks mulch hyphen musical. Sorry, I misspoke. It's mulch hyphen musical. Of course, you know me.
Yeah.
You know who I am. I've got a message here that'll explain everything. And like he pulls up like a holographic like message of Mama Spacebucks, and she's just like you just hear she pops up on this, and she instantly says like she's instantly talking, and she's like, "Problem solved, kiddos. I signed a contract. BTS, all problems are going to be fixed. All the financial problems, all the PR problems. You're going to love this. Trym, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. Hold on one second. I got a phone call." And then while she's on the holographic thing, she's just like taking a phone call.
Nice. Love it.
I don't know if Trym wants to jump in this dead space. And
I mean, she's on a phone call, so he's not going to interrupt.
oh, this is a pre-recorded thing. She goes back to being on the phone.
Yeah, but he has one in etiquette, so it'd be rude to interrupt.
You know, Jalopy Jacks says, "You know what? I'll explain everything." He turns it off the thing and he says, "Yeah, we've got shiny new contract. We are going to do a show. We're here to do a show with you all. We're here to like highlight you and not
Wait,
just
this place isn't rated to do a show. I mean, we don't have a stage. We could use the practice room.
yeah, practice room. So what we really need is a space we can set up so we can have like a room where all of you can go and have like private confessions to the camera. Tell everyone what you really think of working for big time.
Wait,
stars.
camera?
Yeah, TV show. This is an interstellar TV
Wait,
show.
if we're going to put on a show, who's playing then?
No, it's not that kind of show. It's like a reality show where we show the galaxy.
Oh, I don't know how to set up that kind of show.
No, we will set it up and we'll ask you the questions for the show. You know, this time you're
Well, how does that work?
This time you're the star and you're the star and you're the star and you're the star.
Oh, no, I'm not a star. I just work here.
No, that's what everyone wants. Everyone wants to see the
Just
people,
this goes back and forth for some time, I'm
the people
sure.
behind you. They want to see the people behind the star. They want to see the real people that make it happen. Did I?
Behind the star, that's like BTS, huh? That's funny.
Yeah, exactly. Did I introduce myself to you yet? I don't know if I did. I'm Jalopy Jack's Mulch-Musical. This is my assistant, 69 Aught Skateboarding.
Jalopy Jack's Bulch-Musical. It's great to meet you. My name's Jody.
Jody.
And
Yeah.
I reach out like a hand with a couple of missing digits.
Oh, yeah. He shakes it vigorously. Okay. Can you
Mm-hmm.
give me your first impressions of what you think Jalopy Jack's Mulch-Musical looks like? And then after that, we'll do 69 Aught Skateboarding.
He's definitely got the 4 Squidward legs, you know, that are like bunched up like anthropomorphic human legs.
Uh-huh.
That's all I picked up at 1st glance. What did you pick up?
I picked up
Trym.
comb over.
Comb over.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, but he's making it work.
But he's making it work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Connor, you got a Jalopy Jack's image for us here?
I'm like, I kind of see him wearing like bright yellow overalls.
Oh, okay. Well, you can keep a lot of stuff in the overalls, like, and it's helpful when you're like when you're working to like be able to put different pans and technical equipment in there.
It's not even like about the functionality. It's like I see him just like he like thinks they're like a fashion statement.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, where he's
They
from,
are.
yeah, where he's from, they are.
Big anime eyes. the
Greg
chat
likes
says.
them.
Oh, I missed the chat because I was reading my notes. Big anime eyes. I love that.
Absolutely.
Just the cutest, biggest anime eyes.
So, what does 69 Aught Skateboarding look like? That's his name. 69 Aught Skateboarding.
69 Aught Skateboarding looks like Pauly Shore's character in the Goofy movie. You know, with like the sunglasses and the shaved head and the droopy ears.
So, yep, that's it. We've got it. No,
That's it.
nothing else.
That's it. No other details.
Yep, perfect. It's perfect.
If someone could tell us the name of that character, though, just for fun, I would love it. But yeah, that's what 69 Aught Skateboarding looks like. He's like Jalopy Jacks is like we got it all set up. We'll put the cameras in. We just need a space that we can use as sort of a confessional booth. Is there a space that's like really private that no one can hear your conversations as you like unveil your soul to the camera and the galaxy? Is there like a room that we can set up for that?
You could use the bathroom.
Well, we do have the vocal booth, but that's BTS's private space.
No,
he's
that's
never
perfect.
let anyone else in there.
Really? How do we get in?
Well, I mean, I can let you in. I have a key. I set it up and everything,
Mama
but
Spakesbucks is pretty clear that like whatever we need is what we get.
all right.
Then whatever you need is what you get.
I like this.
All right.
We would love to help you.
Jalopy
I just kind of look at everybody else like, I hope BTS doesn't get mad.
He shakes your hand again and like as if he didn't already introduce himself to Trym, and it's just like, yeah, Jalopy Jack's Mulch-Musical. That's my name.
Trym Raduz, a pleasure working with you.
Trym
I
Raduz.
just start
Yeah,
walking
perfect.
away to get the
Exactly.
to get the vocal booth set up.
Cool. Go ahead.
That's it. That's all he says.
I didn't catch it. You cut out.
Burger's ready.
Yeah. Perfect. He goes to get his burger.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna roll for fix anything. Okay, I fix up the vocal booth.
Yeah, perfect. Great. So here's what I think we'll do. I think we will end this episode with some confessionals. They've set up the confessional booth, and we're gonna do like some quick confessional one-on-ones here with all three of you about they're gonna be asking your feelings. Let you say whatever you want to the camera in the privacy of just the camera, just the confessional, and of course all the viewers back at home about this episode. And then I think what we'll do is we'll give a little final resolution to our fish friend. So let's do, and so the airlock. I was pretty excited to chat the airlock. I don't know why it says Bob. Oh, that's the name of the character, Bobby Zimmerowski. Thank you, Afterthought Games. You rock. Was that you? Is that who? Is that you, Reilly? Oh, you figured it out.
Me.
I forgot that was you. All right. Well, thank you for finding that out for me. If the chat has any questions for the confessional booth for our characters, you can type them in. We're gonna do. Doesn't matter to me. Let's see who's first on my list. We will do Connor. We'll do Trym Ragu first. So, and then we'll do Greg, and then we'll do Jody. And so if you have questions for them to be asked in the confessional booth, I'll let you. I'm just kind of stalling a little bit so you can prep them. So it'll be Trym first. So let's go ahead and just do Trym's confessional here. This should switch over to boom. All right, Trym, you're in the confessional. Tell us what any thoughts that you have. Okay, here's the next question. What do you expect to come from? I love that name, Lone Ranger. Home run on the name of this TV show I hadn't named yet. BBTS, Behind Big Time Space. I love it. I love it. What do you expect to come from BBTS, Behind Big Time Space?
I expect many, many great things to come. I believe it will be a great opportunity for all of us involved, and I believe the galaxy will get an interesting look at all the people who actually make things happen.
What do you really think about the rock star themselves? Give us your true thoughts.
I think the big man is...
Yeah. Your real thoughts.
His career is only starting.
Yeah. Okay, it's not what people say out there, but all right, cool. And tell us how much do you love all this time you get to spend hanging out in the waiting room?
I think the waiting room is the worst designed place in all of the intergalaxies.
Awesome. All right, we're going to switch over to, I forgot who it was. I think it's Ashton is what I said. Boom. All right, cool. So if the chat has questions for Greg, drop them in the chat. All questions are welcome. Give us some Greg thoughts. Anything. This is the confessional booth. Greg can say anything that he wants. Anything can just come. Okay, here's a good question. What's the most embarrassing thing you've seen the big guy do?
Oh, that's a good one. Actually, when I first came here, there was a point where they were rehearsing, and my sons were there. I don't know if you know my sons. My sons play in the band. My son Colin, he plays the bass. Very talented, very talented. My son Slim V, Vernon Comets. He plays percussion. He's very, very talented. He's one of the best percussionists out there. And I remember there was this time where the big man stopped the performance or the rehearsal and said, Slim V, you're a half second early. And I was like, no, he's not. My son's perfect. And so like that one was a real clunker. I still laugh about that every day, It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, the burgers you made for us are great.
Oh, thank you. It's one of my passions.
Yeah. What kind of food?
I love passion. My passions are like I like sleeping on my chair. I like grilling. But my real passion is my beautiful boys, my sons, my 3 sons.
Yeah. So what are some of BTS's favorite foods that you make? That you make?
Oh, well, that I just do the grilling. So like the hot dogs and the burgers.
Yeah.
For maybe like the special events, like the special cookouts.
Yeah. Well, would you say BTS is a hot dog guy or a burger person?
Oh, medium rare burger.
Medium rare burger, all right.
Yep.
What about medium rare hot dogs? Is that ever a thing?
It technically it is. There's no right way to cook a hot dog. I like to think that you can do it whatever pleases you. You can cook that hot dog to your butt's delight.
This is great. This is really usable content for our show. I know it's going to seem a little disjointed from the last question, but but the next question is, what do you do for BTS? I know it's a little disjointed in my train of thought.
Right.
It's my
right.
new show. I'm still getting used to asking these questions. So.
Right. Well, I like to refer to myself as the father of anyone. I'm a shoulder to cry on. I can give life advice. A part-time, retired maritime lawyer, but that's not officially. I do have a business card. I can hold it up to the camera.
But you can legally practice since you're helping. With
I can.
Advice, right?
Yep, I can legally
we heard
practice.
You were consulting legally with that ship, that other ship that was giving you all grief.
He wasn't giving grief. He was just having some technical difficulties. It happens to the best of us. I should know. I do a lot of. I'm here for my sons. Really, I love my sons, and I'm very proud of them. And I wanted to travel the world or the universe and see what they see.
Real metaphysical question for you: are you a gas or charcoal chef? Gas or charcoal?
This is. I was just thinking about this,
Yeah.
and this, no joke, is like the hardest question one could ever ask.
I love that.
I think here's the thing, though. It depends on the grill, and it depends on what you're going for. You know what I mean?
What are you going for?
So, what am I going for? No one's ever asked me that. I think I'm going for adventure. I think I'm going for the love of my sons, the love of my wife, who, we are separated right now, but not like legally separated. It's just like I'm on an adventure, and she's also on her own separate adventure. I'm with 2 of the boys, so I guess the joke's on her. Not the joke, but it's on her. It's on her. I get to spend more time with the boys here on the ship. That's what I'm all about. My boys, my beautiful boys.
All right, let's bring Jody into the confessional. So if you want to ask questions to Jody, drop them in the chat. But I'm going to pull this question here first. And first I just want to know what Jody's thinking. Give us some Jody thoughts, I guess, on everything.
So I just right into the camera, right here.
Right into the camera. Yeah, that's right.
You don't want me to, but
you don't have to. You just have to talk. You just say whatever you want, and we're recording it, and it'll be picked up, and we'll just cut it. So we'll cut out the stuff that isn't great, and we'll use the best stuff. And that so you just speak from your heart. That's all you have to do.
Okay. And what was the question again?
Oh, you can just tell us. Give us some thought. Give us your thought. Tell us how you're feeling about all this. A lot happened today, so tell us what you think about it.
You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about a long time ago, those early days in the stink pot. They used to have a van in the back. It was like an ice cream truck. and they would use it for a sort of green room that the band would hang out in, and it was right behind the stage. I remember one night, BTS, after the set, he went back there to grab an ice cream, and the security guards were supposed to leave the door open so he could come back in and finish the set, do an encore, and the audience was shouting, "Encore, encore."
Wow.
But the door was closed, and the music started playing without him, and nobody noticed it except for me. I've seen his show a bunch of times. I knew how it went. So I ran back there as fast as I could. I opened the door, and he got up on stage and finished the set, but he was so appreciative. He said he'd give me this job, and I've been here ever since. I was just thinking how grateful I was.
Wow, it's amazing. How do you pass the time?
Was that good?
Oh, it was great. It was amazing.
sorry.
No, you did a great job. It was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's so usable. Great. It's real great. Can't wait to put that into the show. So tell us, how do you pass the time when you're on the road touring?
Mostly eating mushrooms and drawing, and I do have to. Sorry, I do have to do a lot of work here and there because nobody really knows how to work with these wires and technology these days. They're all on their VR, their meta worlds and stuff. But me, no, I'm all hardware,
meta.
baby.
All about meta these days. It's true. It's true.
But yeah, mostly just the mushroom thing.
Oh, yeah. It's great. It's real great. What do you think of the rest of the crew?
They're nice people, Everyone's got their own stories, and
I'm sorry. I gotta stop looking at the chat. I can't.
And I just like to be there to help them get through the tough times, and just be a shoulder to cry on sometimes. And I've seen a lot of people come and a lot of people go, and probably will keep on that way for a long time.
Could you say ice cream truck again for me, because it's kind of hot?
Well, ice cream truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say ice cream truck as many times as you want.
We just get like a loop of you
Ice
saying
cream
it.
truck.
That's it. Yeah. We'll just use the best take. If you say it a couple of times, we use the best take.
Okay, I could do like a silly voice.
Yeah.
Ice cream truck.
Oh,
How was that?
It was great. It was real great. We'll use whichever one sounds the best in the end. What is your favorite kind of ice cream truck anyway?
Whatever one has the strawberry shortcake. I mean, come on. What are you even doing if you're not getting the strawberry shortcake?
What are you even doing? All right, so we're gonna leave the confessional.
Hey, it's me, Greg. Comets. I left my microphone on. I hope you didn't hear me. I was in the bathroom for a little bit.
You were just urinating for like 3 minutes straight.
Yeah, we cut that. We heard it. We just cut the audio. It's fine. Just give us your microphone.
Oh, I don't know how to take it off.
Here, let me do it. I'll take it off. Here, let me
Okay.
just do it.
No, I got it, and I love that I tried to.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
All right.
What is
Have a great day.
Is this grease all over it? Like, what is this?
I did go back and I did grill a little bit more, and I did a lot of things with it, but I didn't really realize, that it was on.
Yeah,
so that's my
like
bad.
An hour and a half.
Yeah, that's my bad. I hope you didn't hear me. I was singing a little song to myself.
Yeah, we heard you singing when you were pissing. We heard it. Everyone heard it.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you wanted to maybe send that to me so I could have maybe show my sons for feedback.
I can hear your stomach rumbling. Are you hungry?
I've been grilling all day. And I never even got to have any of my own because I do it for the love of grilling.
I keep telling you, Greg. I keep telling you, you gotta serve yourself first.
I know.
Otherwise, you're gonna be
right.
cooking, and then next thing you know, you're gonna be cleaning up, and then next thing you know, it's midnight already, and
I know. I gotta work on it.
Take care of yourself, Greg.
Well, let's have this
man.
conversation outside of the
Bonding over a
this
shared hardship again.
Yes. roll it.
Yeah, that's a success.
Yes. Oh man, can I interpret that success however I want, or maybe
However you want.
Ashton,
Yeah, sure.
I feel like how does this is very personal. So how does Greg interpret that bond, like that special bond you guys had?
You can just call me Dad.
Oh. That's great.
Thanks, Dad.
So I feel like the last thing that happens is where is he? Captain Billy Rivers pops back on the screen.
No one's in there. He doesn't hear it, but he pops back up and says a message anyway.
That's perfect.
The audience, the camera zooms in an empty room.
Exactly, and then we just hear like one of the reality TV cameras is just set up.
I think that kid who thinks he's never going to be successful is in there.
Yeah.
And he's like got a lead pipe and he's just like smashing chairs.
And then so Billy Rivers just pops back on the screen and just says, "Galactic filth, you have been processed. You are free to jump. I will be free to what's a way of putting it when you leave the waiting room?
Go. Usually
Why
works.
do I have to keep putting these in terms for you lesser mortals? Just go.
Your request has been processed. You are free to go." And so we leave Captain Billy Rivers, who I'll make disappear again, and our ship jumping out of the waiting room back into regular space. So we get like maybe one more quick vignette of everybody as like, you know, any view outside the ship, like any kind of way of seeing outside the ship, like stars appear again as you leave the waiting room and you're back in regular space. So give us a quick vignette of what's everyone doing as you return to normalcy.
I'm laying in my bed, looking at the ceiling with wide pupils, an open bag of mushrooms on the floor.
And can I add something to that?
Yeah,
Like
hold
what-
on. I even have a book of 666 different mushrooms to choose
Wow.
from. Hold on.
Yeah, please give us one.
That's 155. So this is... It's called bullocks, and they look like testicles. Dark brown puffballs fed to cattle before mating. Whether they have the effect of enhancing strength, size, or potency is the subject of much inquiry. So I'm not even hallucinating. I'm just... It's for strength and potency.
Well, that's perfect because I was gonna say that that Betty White is there also, like doing
nice.
shrooms with you,
That's nice.
dreaming of those big beautiful boys.
Yes.
By the way, I just want to say that Lone Ranger in the chat there, another home run, a euphemism for leaving that Captain Billy Rivers could have used would have been flow further downstream. Or swim through the vastness of space and stars. Both are very, very lovely. Give us a Greg vignette real quick.
Greg sits back down in the chair in his robe. There's a big like, you know, as he gets down, and he looks out into space and he goes, "What a country!" And then he just like leans back and he closes his eyes and he immediately falls asleep and starts snoring. And then it pans
Don't turn on
down.
the TV first?
No, because it pans down and he's still wearing the microphone.
It's all greasy.
All right, give us a Trym vignette.
Trym just like finally manages to press send and everything actually sends out. And he gets a moment of just like, yes.
Do you know?
And then his inbox hits, and it goes from like 10 unsent messages to like 102 unread messages, and that's on the email screen. And then on the social media stream, it just refreshes, and it's like 1,032 posts to see. And he literally just falls backward.
Like out of relief, like or like out of more stress.
Out of more stress.
Okay.
Like like he faints, but is still typing as he's fainting.
And then we see like a shot of our ship from the outside, which actually I don't know what it looks like exactly, but we see the front of the ship where the closest to corporeal form there is of our captain, Walter Peanuts, is on the front of the ship, and it's just like he just like lets out a huge sigh of disappointment once again, leaving the waiting room, not having not unrequited love, because that's where you find someone, but unfulfilled. Well, maybe a little fulfilled, since there is a ship docked onto the for the first time, but just lets out a sigh as you all depart into space. Okay, I've got one last mission for our chat, and then while you're cooking that up in the chat, I will we'll give a chance everyone to just remind everyone who you are and where we can find you out there. The one last mission for the chat is give me a planet that the next stop on our tour is going to. And so I need a planet. Give me a planet. And then you can cook on that while we're saying goodbye to our cast here. So why don't we go around, tell everyone one more time real quick who you are and where people can find you out there. We'll do it. This time we'll go up from me. So Reilly.
Thank you so much for watching. My name is Reilly Qyote. I play Geode, and he's a roadie. Wow. I didn't do that on purpose, I promise. You can find my work at afterthought.games. We're currently crowdfunding. It's right here. Please check it out and help us cross that funding goal.
Cool. Oh, yeah. We'll go around. So, Connor. What are you up to out there?
I'm Connor. Once again, you can find me at con.casteel on all platforms. You can also listen to me on Delinquent Comics with... I don't know where they are on your screen. On mine, they're Ashton and Ben.
Close enough.
I don't know if that was actually y'all.
Close enough.
And if you're ever in New York City and are looking for a drag show, I'm probably stage managing it.
Do you want to tell people where so that they can...
I literally any venue in New York City, I am probably there, or I am getting drinks with that queen later that night. My life is apparently drag now.
Okay, cool.
But I may be moving to Vegas, so if you're there, hit me up.
Oh my! Oh, we lost one.
Oh, you lost my camera. I was messing around.
It's all right. It's all good. Ash, give us where people can, who you are and where people can find you.
I am Ashton. I have IBS, and it's a lot. You can follow me on Twitter at popsicle_Mike, or you can check out my podcast. It's called Friday Night Fights. Night is spelled with a K, so it's Friday Knight Fights. On Twitter, we are at FKF Tweets. It is a scripted podcast about King Arthur if he came back as a dumb himbo. And we are releasing episode 11 this Friday. We are coming back from our month-long hiatus because everyone no longer has COVID, which is super nice. So check it out. It's going to be great.
Cool. Well, that's going to give us a wrap of... We are going to go to the planet thing in a second here, but that's going to give us a wrap of this episode of Big Time Space. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this live on Twitch or on YouTube or however you're watching us. Thank you for watching. We are a production of the All Ports Open Network. Check out all of our great shows from All Ports Open, our podcasts, our actual play streams, horror game playthroughs, and more by visiting allportsopen.com. You can, as we already kind of said, listen to more of Ashton Connor. That's how I just gave you your celebrity couple name. Ashton Connor and myself on our Mass Actual Play podcast, Delinquent Comics. And huge thanks to Doctor Octoroc for composing the Big Time Space theme song. which you heard at the beginning of the show, and you'll hear again in just a second. And huge thanks to Joshua Wise for our theme artwork on the show. Love our artwork. Yeah, so that's where you can find it. So let's see. I want to check in one more time. We got some suggestions for the planet. We got John. That was one suggestion. Oh, we got new something. Thank you. I was so small I couldn't read it. We got someone new. I think subscriber or maybe follower. But either way, thank you. That's really exciting. We're glad to have you. So we got John the Planet, Edgemon. It's a planet so close but not there yet. Edgemon.
I love it.
About to explode.
It's about to explode. Which do we want, John the planet, or do we want to do Edgemon the planet?
I love the idea of Edgemon.
Edgemon, a planet so close, not quite there yet. It's about to explode. All right, cool. So join us next time as we go to visit Edgemon, the next stop on BTS's intergalactic tour. I've been Ben, your host. Sincerely, thank you all for watching. Next Wednesday, we'll see you again, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, somebody else did something. Oh, Worm Germ subscribed. 6 months, half a year. Awesome. Very exciting. Thank you, Worm Germ, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. All right, we'll see you all again out there in space next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.